Yeah, and we kind of joke that he's the antagonist, and then I'm like the chaotic neutral of it. Because I play Nigel, but I don't know. I don't ever try to be like, and Pug didn't do this either. To be fair, I'm not trying to imply that.
Right.
Where we're always down to play people, and not trying to withhold information. Like, oh, I'm not telling you, like some other players and some other fighting games, but. We're not talking about other players in fighting games. Here, right now, specifically, we are talking about Girphquake and Finland!
Finland, a.k.a. Junior.
Yes, and Junior is a name I am familiar with because of combos like that. Right there, we saw a really good kill coming out. And Patrick, I'm going to sound like a broken record here, but Patrick is a character that has moved up on a lot of people's tier list. And I was saying it early, and I know... some others were too. That Patrick has a lot of crazy movement with his recovery off of platforms, as well as that table just giving him so much more range and a lot more combo potential that he didn't have in NAS B1. And we're seeing Finland. Was that had to have been a 0 to death right there? Because I don't think he took a single hit of damage.
Yeah, it's funny. I think that. Patrick is one of the characters that you pick if you want to win right now. And that just feels a little weird to say. But yeah. I've definitely seen people picking up Patrick and being like, oh, that worked. Like, there was a Lucas at Let's Make Big Moves who picked Patrick in Losers and I think won that set because of it. Or at least got close. And then there's Pug, who's been playing Patrick now. And doing pretty well with Patrick.
Right.
Yeah. I'm not sure. It just seems really solid. Very... like bare bones. Like you can definitely tell what the Patrick is doing and what the game plan is, but it works.
Yeah, very much a straightforward character. You kind of know what he's going to do before you're already fighting him. However, the one thing that is unpredictable about him is his movement. Like, you kind of never really know where he's going to go and what he's going to do. And we can see Girphquake kind of at a loss right here. I mean, we saw him going for the hammer over and over just to try to edge guard and ledge trap, but just not really able to find anything great. Patrick is sitting at 110, but Patrick, we said it last game, we're going to say it again. Hefty boy.
Oh, yeah.
My man be up at 3 a.m. eating Krabby Patties. He's going to be hefty.
Yeah, and he's got the...
Oh!
he's got the girth, but so does Girphquake in his own... right. It is in his name, after all, but Beavers...
That was horrible. that was horrible. Oh my god, you lose 2 points for that, bro.
Yeah, what do you do here as the Beavers? Because you can be really annoying with the Beavers, but Patrick doesn't seem to care very much.
No, he doesn't. Like, as we're seeing right now. The other thing, too, about Patrick that we haven't talked about yet is that jab. That jab is frame 3. It is one of the fastest moves in the game. It's easily his fastest move out of shield, and it's really hard to react to. So right there, we saw it where he would just jab, immediately grab Girphquake, and then there was nothing Girphquake could do really. But Junior looking great in that set. I mean, pretty much a clean 2-stock right there. Those first 2 stocks, like, he just was all over Girphquake. And honestly, I am really confused why Girphquake would go to that stage against Patrick. Because I was talking with Leo, as well as a few other Patricks in the scene. That is, like, Carcat, another one that I spoke to. That is, like, the worst stage you could go to against Patrick with that platform, because he just gets so much movement off of it.
Right.
Like that, Miracle City Volcano is also a really bad one to go to against Patrick. Just anything with the platform, unless it's maybe Jellyfish, you want to avoid.
Yeah, I might be a little bit of a unique case here, but I really like Patrick's movement. I think it's really cool. The dashes across the stage. He seems slippery almost, which is not true. It's just because of the weird movement gimmicks that people have developed around him, but it makes him look kind of fast.
Yeah, and that does make him, like, quite quick and quite slippery in that regard. I know you were just talking about how he is, but with those movements, it's hard to kind of keep track of him and kind of nail him down. But we're gonna see how he gets nailed down on Blackamar's favorite stage, boys. We got Tremerton.
It's not an awful stage.
It's a no. You can't tell me that.
It's not. It's not that
Okay.
awful.
What did Blackamar give you? What did he give you to drink? What was in it?
Nothing. I like small stages. We need small stages.
Oh my God! A great follow-up from Girphquake right there is finally going to find his first lead in this set so far. And Beavers again, like just to discredit, not to discredit Girphquake here and the work he's obviously put into this his Beavers because they are very good. It's just right now one thing we've noticed too is that he's pretty much only played. It's not Daggett. What's the name of this?
Norb.
Beaver? Norb. Yeah. Wait,
This is Daggett.
No, this is Daggett. Okay, yeah, Norbert. Yeah, so he's only played Daggett. He hasn't really pulled out Norbit, which Norbit is pretty much the only thing that people really love about him is that his up strong being amazing, which I think at higher levels of play you're just not going to be able to throw out willy-nilly.
Right.
Especially now that we are like what 2 or 3 months removed from the launch of this game.
Yeah, no, Beavers have definitely seen a glow up. But nobody has ever really thought Beavers were bad. But after seeing like Tafar's run at Let's Make Big Boobs, there's definitely some showings that Beavers could be like one of the high tiers, if not a top tier, depending on who's piloting.
And since the game's launch, everyone has said that Beavers are crazy, but Beavers are one of those characters that are pretty complex in terms of like you have to basically learn 2 characters and you have to be familiar with their movement. I mean, the way I've heard Sanji talk about it is the devs approached Daggett like they were making Pikachu, and they approached Norbert how they were making Marth, or if they were making Marth, which is 2 very different characters.
Yeah,
I don't need to tell you that.
I don't see the Marth in Norbert. Maybe I'm mistaken.
I don't either, but I can kind of see it with his range. I mean, he does have pretty big aerials. So I understand it, and he does have a slower movement than Daggett, but I definitely see the Pikachu a lot more with Daggett, with that Nair specifically. And we're seeing Girphquake get some really good combos going, as well as one thing to note here is I think the smaller stage pick has actually worked out quite well for Girphquake. I mean, we're seeing some difficulty here with the Patrick trying to get some space for his moves, but Girphquake, unfortunately, going to lose that stock, not able to recover really great ledge strap or ledge hog from Junior. But if Girphquake is able to get the stock relatively quickly, he should be able to find his way back into the game.
Yeah. I mean, Girphquake did have the momentum at the beginning of the game.
He
did.
did.
Like he might be able to bring it to a game 3 with that kind of momentum. But I mean, we are talking Junior here. Junior is one of the best Patricks that I know of.
I know Leo has talked about Junior after seeing him play and is very impressed with what he's able to do. Finally, we're going to see the Norbit come out, and he's going to go for that up strong. He's going to find it. Last stock game, but Girphquake's sitting at 104, so he has to play this pretty much perfectly in order to take this home. But you have to do so much work if you're this Norbit. You have to get a really good combo going, and then you also need to find the kill on top of that, which Daggett, not the best killing machine. However, that command grab is an amazing kill move. Junior is going to find his way right into top 8.
Into game 3.
2-0. Oh, into game 3. Not quite into top 8 just yet. I spoke way too soon there. Thanks for catching me. But
No worries.
we're gonna find our way into game 3. I don't know, if you're Girphquake, I would probably go back to that stage because it was working out for a while. I think there was just 1 or 2 misplays that happened where just Girphquake, you know, like I mentioned, lost that stock because he wasn't able to float onto the stage and thought that Junior wasn't going to ledge hog when he did.
Yeah. And like, to be fair, it looked like there was a combo game that Girphquake had on Patrick. Like, it's definitely doable, but you need to make it count once you get it. Like, you can't drop combos. You need to be clean, or else Patrick is just going to get so much more out of the chip damage and the neutral exchanges.
One thing with Daggett, too, is he is, like, one of the hardest characters in the game to play well. I mean, like his combos, they're not hard to follow. Like when you get a hit, you can follow it up pretty easily, but it's not hard to drop his combos either. So like if you're not
Yeah.
getting those combo extensions, it's really, really difficult to get anything substantial going. And I think Girphquake did, like for the most part, a really good job of following up his combos. But a lot of the times we saw him kind of at a loss when Patrick, when Junior would be at a high percent, he just kind of wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah, and like the Beavers have, well, at least Daggett has some of the craziest frame data in the game that I know of. But it requires precision. It requires thoughtful use, and like, I don't know. He's got it. He's got the answers to Patrick, but it's just so much harder than Patrick requires against the Beavers. At least that's what I'm seeing so far. Like, you need to be 100% in order to make this work in your favor.
I'd agree. Like you need to be playing him at the top of your game, and we
Looks like
just aren't seeing that. It looks like Girphquake and Junior are taking their time.
yeah.
picking their next
Girphquake said
stage.
that he would be right back. So I guess we're just chilling for now.
All right, yeah. Well, just to kind of give you guys an update where everybody's at. Looks like Sparks and Connor J are going to be our next set that we commentate. Which Connor J we've already seen. Sparks we haven't seen a lot. Looks like they played Donnie. So we're going to be seeing Donnie again against a Squidward, which Donnie Squidward is not great for Squidward, but it's not unwinnable. It's just definitely hard to get in with Donnie's big stick, which we will see. But again, Connor J played out of his mind in that set. And we're going to Harmonic Convergence, again, everyone's favorite stage. Which, oh, they made, wait a minute.
Yeah, it's different now.
They made it flat.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
I
it's
think
a
the
lot better
stage is
now.
actually pretty cool.
Yeah, no, they made it better. I remember everyone hated the stage because of the divot in the stage. But, you know, that's cool. I mean, I'm glad the developers listened to some player feedback, made it a little bit different. Yeah, maybe people actually like the stage now.
Yeah,
And,
it's just basically like a reverse Battlefield format, which is really good against characters that want to get you to like the top platform through the side platform combos, and maybe that's what you need versus Patrick. I'm not sure what kind of combos that might be, but I trust Girphquake's vision. I'm sure he's got some good rationale for going to the stage.
Whoa!
Where are you going?
Junior, I think Junior thought he had a jump but got caught without it, so unfortunately going to lose that stock. But, you know, again, it's an even game, so it's not a huge loss, but that definitely can halt some momentum. But Junior, again, just a player who doesn't seem to get, what's the word I'm looking for? Bothered by much. We'll use that. Oh, no, Junior! His movement's making me real nervous. It's a little bit more, I would argue, imprecise than it has been in the last few games.
Right. Yeah, I'm not sure. But, I mean, if ever there was a time for Girphquake to try and change the course of this set, it's right now. Do not let Junior get comfortable again.
Right. Oh, these tables have been so good. I almost landed that table there, but unfortunately, just going to use the tornado just in time. But that grab is going to kill. Girphquake, again, sitting at a pretty big deficit. Patrick's only at 77, going to be at 91 now. But you have to do a lot to kill Patrick. And Daggett, again, that is one thing that Daggett struggles with. That's one of the things I know they wanted to go with. Norbert is Norbit is
Norby.
I can't. Norby. We'll just say Norby. Norby is really great at killing, but just a lot slower, and his combos are not as intricate
Right.
as Daggett. Where Daggett, able to combo, get a lot of damage, does struggle to kill.
Right,
And
yeah.
again, we've only seen him pull out Norby once. And the one time he pulled out Norby, he was able to get the kill. So I'm a little surprised we're not seeing him try to pull out Norby. Just to kind of change it up a little bit, maybe see how it works. We're really only seeing him use Daggett.
Yeah, and you
maybe
can,
go ahead.
you can leverage the assist moves to like do switch combos. That might be a pretty good way to get the Norb out if you're worried about like getting caught with your pants down. But I guess it's a comfort thing. We're only like a couple months in, and having to get super competent with 2 different characters is a lot more of an ask than getting good with 1 character. So you know what? If your Daggett's got the sauce and you don't necessarily have the most Norb confidence yet, I can get the reason to stay. But as I'm saying, so we actually are going to see some Norb gameplay.
But the thing is though with that, on that note, is when you're doing the same thing, have I ever told you the definition of insanity?
Yeah.
When you're kind of doing the same thing and it's not working, you kind of need to change it up mid-set, and that's what I think Girphquake is struggling with right now, is that we're just not seeing him adapt in the way that he should be currently. Where Junior has been able to adapt to all of his tricks, Girphquake just has not. Whether that's familiarity with the matchup, or that's more unfamiliarity with, like as you mentioned, just not switching off characters, it's just not going to be enough to get him through this set. So Junior is going to be moving on to top 8 for real this time, and we're going to see Girphquake fall into losers, which unfortunate for Girphquake. Again, I would like to see him in top 8. He is a great player, has been well known in the community for quite a bit, and hopefully he's just able to adapt a lot more, because that was something where he was doing the same things over and over and over, and Junior was just, at that point, he already read him like the Harry Potter series, bro. It was over.
Right.